Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. Right in my hands is Ultimate X-Men number 4, written by Peach Momoko, art by Peach Momoko as well. Script adaptation by Zack, Davisson, and lettering by Travis Lanham. So we're catching up on Ultimate X-Men as the new issue's coming out, and we're a few issues behind, so I do want to catch up and get there, and don't like the idea of me reading them and not doing reviews. So it's a good issue. I think as a whole, it's a good part of the chapter of the series. I don't know if it necessarily stands out on its own, but it really kind of builds the mystery that's going on. In this world, mutants it's kind of more a whisper of they exist. Do they exist? So we've got some young kids who are kind of discovering their powers, and then there's this shadow that is clearly killing people that it blames for the death of another student. So it's a bunch of young kids with powers all kind of going to the same school together. The powers are all familiar. Some of these characters are very familiar with slight changes to it. And it's interesting. It's a good read. I think the thing that I've really enjoyed about it is that it feels much more like a horror story than traditional X-Men mutant stories. It really is these kids kind of discovering their powers, and then this evil force, malignant force stalking them. It's much more like a Stephen King It than with mutant powers than it is your traditional X-Men story. And in that way, I really, really enjoy it, and I think it's solid. But to me, it's interesting is I like it overall. I don't necessarily think any of the issues jump out to me being oh my god, this is amazing. The art is fantastic. I love Peach Momoko's art style, and overall I like the storytelling. But to me, this is a series that I think is stronger read as a trade, as together, than it is the individual issues. And this, again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, there is a lot going on here. It's the introduction of really mutants to the Ultimate Universe, but also an introduction of this new take on X-Men, and I think it's really interesting, especially to see where this all goes. As I said, I love Peach Momoko's art. I think it's really, really cool. There's been some cool extras in the back of the comic, too, that I think are really interesting. This is the frightening shadow person that's stalking. So it's a cool style, cool art. Really, when the action kicks up, it's solid looking. There's just something about it I like. As I said, it's a very different take on X-Men, and I dig it. I also here's the thought and detail that's put in here. The motorcycle. There's so much info about the motorcycle and the style and the outfit and all that. So there's clearly a lot of thought put into this series as a whole, which I think is great. So yeah, I think it's a very cool take. It's very different. To me, this might be one to read as trades as opposed to individual issues, but who knows? Maybe I'm going to change my mind as I read more of this, but we'll see. But overall, it's good. It's very different. It's a solid read, and it's intriguing. It's one I want to see where it all goes, because I'm fascinated by it. You can go get this out for a bit. It is in comic shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. Tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so you get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site, so thank you so much. Speaking of support, just watch your video, support us as always, so thank you as well. If you're into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all that stuff. All at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.